Give it a little bit of go here and check out the power of this engine. Yeah, it does have some good, decent pulling power. Obviously, it's Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. Today's video, we're going to get behind the wheel of a 2022 Chevrolet Suburban LT. Now, this is going to be my first time basically driving a Chevrolet Suburban on the channel. Now, I have been behind the wheel of this chassis. I did a review on the 2021 Chevy Tahoe, which is kind of the same car, same chassis. It's just basically that the Suburban is the extended version of the Tahoe. Now, of course, guys, this Suburban name has been with us since 1935. So it is, as its history cuts it, it is the longest running nameplate in automotive history. So of course, guys, just coming around here checking out the design of this Suburban. This is a 12th generation Chevrolet Suburban that was introduced in 2021. So this is the second year that it's running this chassis or this generation. Now, I really like it. I mean, it's a really nice, handsome SUV. I mean, I really like it from my perspective. Of course, there's a lot of competition in this segment from the Ford Expedition that I've driven many times for many models. Of course, we got the Nissan Armada, we got the Toyota Sequoia, just to mention a few. Now, this one that we have with us, guys, is finished off in a Summit White with a black leather interior. And this is an LT model with just rear-wheel drive and a 5.3-liter V8. Now, of course, there are many models to the Suburban. Of course, this is not the base model. The base model is an LS, and you can go all the way up to basically the high country. There's a lot of models in between there. I'll put them up on the screen for you guys, but this one here is kind of the second tier Suburban model, and it's not badly equipped. It's got leather. Of course, you got all the 7 seats. Of course, you got the 5.3-liter V8. You can also option off, 6.2-liter V8 or inline 6 turbo diesel as well. So I believe this is the only full-size SUV that gives you the diesel option, if I am correct. Now, of course, guys, just coming here to looking at this model. Of course, really like the design. I mean, it's got really cool the way kind of Chevrolet redid this whole thing. And I apologize, guys, it's a little bit of certain little stuff on the paint here, not as clean as I would like it to be. But I really love the front design. Obviously, it's kind of similar things as a Chevrolet Silverado. That's kind of the theme that Chevrolet goes with, all the same SUVs and pickup trucks. Of course, guys, we got all this really nice chrome trim here on the front. We got LED front headlights, which is really nice. Complements kind of all the daytime lighting that kind of looks like a ship, like a sea. Really, really nice what Chevrolet has done. Of course, we got some front sensors there as well. And of course, you got a little bit of chrome on here on the bottom of the plate here, but it's really nice, really nice. I mean, it is a handsome SUV. As you come around here, guys, really cool what all the design is. We got body colored mirrors. Of course, we got a little antenna here for the navigation system. Down here, guys, we got just basically your base 18-inch wheels. These are basically running 265mm Michelin Primacy all-season tires, but it's kind of the standard thing. One of the funny things, when I went into GMC website, you can actually order 6-piston Brembo calipers as an option on this Suburban model, which is pretty cool. I think that's a cool option. Also, like a sport exhaust, all that kind of thing that you can do with this Chevrolet model, which is pretty cool. So coming up here in the back, of course, nice design. Of course, let's really love the taillights. You got a little Chevrolet logo here as well, which is really cool detail. Coming back here, a little bit of chrome, guys. Suburban name here in black, and we got the LT model here, as you can see. Now, this is just a rear-wheel drive model. It's not an all-wheel drive model. That's part of an option you can get. Of course, you can lift this up here, guys. We're just going around. We got a little bit of spoiler here on the top, which is really nice, and we got some silver roof rails there, as you can see. We got some running boards here on the side to help you for your ingress inside. This trim starts just under $62,000, if I'm correct. Now, for 2023, this is a 2022 model. As you can see, guys, it does have a 22 little sticker there. It is slightly use. It's got 7,800 miles, which is still pretty much a brand new Suburban. But this one here is, you know, 22 model compared to the 2023. I think the price has gone up a couple of grand, just a little, a couple of grand, considering if you option off the same model as this, as I did on Chevrolet's website. Now, guys, before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Chevy Suburban. This is part of their pre-owned inventory. You can check out the website. I'll leave all that information on the description below. Let's go ahead, guys, and check out what's powering this Chevrolet Suburban. We're gonna hit the little hood button there and go up to the front. All right, so coming up to the front, guys, we're gonna get a little hood there and this latch and put the hood up there. As you can see, guys, we get the hydraulic assistance here to put the hood up. Thank you, Chevrolet. Here we have the Ecotec 5.3 liter normally aspirated V8. This is one of the 3 engine options you can have on this Chevrolet Suburbans. This engine is producing 355 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque. Of course, that's going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and this is only being a rear-wheel drive model. Of course, it's going to the rear wheels. Now, of course, you can also option off the 6.2 liter V8 with about 420 horsepower, or have that unique option of putting in an inline 6 turbo diesel engine with about 277 horsepower and about 460 pound-feet of torque. If I'm correct, I'll put all that information for you guys up on the screen for you. But it's awesome that Chevrolet gives you all these options, including a diesel option as well. But just driving this one here about half a mile here to this parking lot, it does have really nice power, and I don't think you need much more. Of course, unless you're pulling or carrying a lot of stuff all the time, you will probably need to go to the 6.2 liter or the turbo diesel if you need a little more efficiency as well. So very cool engine, really nice, you know, good strong engine, reliable as well. So awesome engine made. So guys, it's only got 7,800 miles, so still pretty clean, as you can see. So but all right, guys, those are the engine options for the Chevrolet Suburban. Let's go ahead and close the hood, and it's so nice, really nice to bring it down. And all right, so let's go ahead, guys, and head to the rear part of the Suburban. Now, of course, I got the key here with me. As you can see, it's pretty simple key from Chevrolet. Of course, we got open close, we got our remote start, opening and close of your rear hatch a bit. I think obviously to program it, and of course the panic button. Let's go ahead and press this twice so we can go ahead and bring up the rear hatch of the Suburban. Of course, we got a rear camera as well here, as you can see. So here we go, guys. This is what the Suburban is basically known for, all the big size, so you can throw in all your stuff of your family in here. That's the way it is, guys. Of course, this is a 7-passenger SUV, and guys, behind the third row, we got about just under 42 cubic feet of space. And if you drop this third row down, you're gonna have almost 94 cubic, just under 94 cubic feet of space. And of course, you bring the other seat down, it's gonna have just a ton more. But very roomy size, lots of space here in this Suburban, as you can see. Of course, we got some cup holders here on each side for the rear passengers as well, and some connections. Here in the bottom, we got basically, if you raise this up, you got a little more extra room here for storage. We do have a little ejector as well, as there is a full-size spare tire underneath here as well on the bottom of this floor here. So lots of space here, as you can see, lots of really nice places to put all your stuff. Of course, we got a 3-prong house connection there as well for connecting, and of course some hooks here on the bottom as well. Of course, as you can see, we also have the little cover here for your hatch hook there. And of course, the Suburban can tow about 8,300 pounds for towing capacity. So that's basically what this Chevy Suburban can do. But a really cool, guys, really nice, lots of space here in the back, really nice amenities here. And of course, you can definitely just press the button here and the rear hatch will come down automatically there as well. Really cool, and lots of space in this Chevy Suburban. That's what it's definitely known for. All right, let's go ahead, guys, and check out the rear of this Chevy Suburban. So of course, this is what the Chevy is known for really nice, comfortable interior and plenty of space to put all your stuff. Now this one here, guys, is we got a little bit of rain coming, guys. Here, this one here, guys, got the black leather interior, all very nice soft touches all around the door here. A little bit of fake wood here, but it looks really nice. Really like all the pockets here you have for all the storage. We got a Bose speaker here, as you can see, part of the Bose system that this Chevy Suburban has. A little bit of a Chevrolet scuff plate here, which is really nice. Of course, here we got your running board to help you out inside. As you can see, guys, here we got plenty of space here in the back. Of course, we got seats. You can do 6, actually 3, that give you 6, 7, and almost 8 passenger here. Really easy to do. Now, of course, if you want to just bring the seat down, you might do a little quick here and fold this in to get you access to the rear here. As you can see, guys, plenty of space here in the back for the rear seat passengers. You might be able to put some adults here temporarily, not a long term, but that thing I don't think is too bad at all. Yes, so you can see we got cup holders here as well. We got AC outlets, we got lights, and of course I show we got some connections here as well from the back. So really nice, plenty of space here in the back for you guys, for your passengers. I can just easily put this seat back in its place here. Go ahead and just scoot it back. As you can see, this thing scoots a little more fore and aft. As you can see, guys, we have here center armrest for some bottles, or some to put your basically your elbow to rest. So really nice. Let's go ahead, guys, and get inside real quick here. Little nice grab handle there to help you ingress. So as you can see, guys, I'm about 5'11", still got a couple inches left here for room, plenty of headroom here as well. Everything's really nice and comfortable here, as you can see, guys. So we just brought that center armrest down. As you can see, guys, we have your third zone AC here that controls your fan speed and your temperature. As you can see, we can put it on auto. A couple of USB connections, and we have a 3-prong connection there as well for the back passengers. A couple of extra cup holders here, as you can see, and of course you got the interior layout here for the front, really nice. And I love that the headliner is black, so see that way it doesn't get dirty or anything like that. So excellent what Chevrolet has done. Of course, they are basically the Mac daddies of these SUVs, and what you know, what all the customers, what all the families put this through. So awesome place, really nice and comfortable. I mean, you can spend hours here in this SUV just traveling up north, heading to your favorite resort or mountain area. So, but all right, guys, awesome place. Let's go ahead, guys, and go ahead and jump out and get to the front. All right, let's go ahead, guys, and get to the driver's side of this Chevrolet Suburban. So as you can see, all the same type of materials as the rear. As you can see, the soft leather here, soft all materials here for your door, bit of aluminum here trim around the door handle, the same wood in here in the front. As you can see, all controls for your windows and switches here as well for the mirrors, all kinds of settings here for your seats as well. All the type of cubicles here you can put all your stuff in. Of course, we got also a speaker here that we have for that Bose system. Running board, as you can see, guys, a little bit of Chevrolet scuff plate, which really looks nice. We got 10-way adjustable power seats for the driver and passenger. And coming here to the middle, guys, we got your leather steering wheel, which is adjustable manually fore and aft. And of course, you got all controls here for basically your parking brake. We got sensors. We got, of course, the stability control, parking brake here, controls for your lights, and of course your drive modes here for the interior. So let's go ahead, guys. You can see really nice. All of it is really nice. That this materials feel really nice and, you know, well laid out and well made. So let's go ahead, guys, and jump in. I think there is no handle here that can assist you. Obviously, this is not a super tall vehicle, but if they would have put a small handle here, I think that would have helped. But you can just definitely use the steering wheel and just help yourself in. So now we are inside of this Chevrolet Suburban LT. Now, as you can see, guys, really nice. I mean, I do like the dash layout, and the design is really nice and intuitive. Everyone's here very close to your fingertips. A little bit different, quite different than, for example, the Ford Expedition I drove. It's kind of the competition. Very, very different layouts, the way the company design is, but this is still functional, very, very nice. I mean, obviously, this is not the high-end model with a little more wood or more leather or more upscaled materials, but this is still very nice overall. So you got no sunroof on this one. You can option off a panoramic sunroof on this Chevrolet Suburbans. Of course, we got a button for your adjusting your door here, shutting off, of course, the windows. Of course, here we got your home link system here and lights. We got your basically your OnStar system as well, your rearview mirror, which is really nice. We got a bit of a tint here for the top of that. As you can see, guys, it's really nice. This windows are a little bit tinted, as you can see from, I don't know, those are factory or basically somebody did aftermarket tint. But overall, really nice interior, guys. As you can see, the layout's really nice. Let's go ahead, guys, and get the Chevrolet started. Got the keys here with me. Let's go ahead and just press the brake and hit the start button. So there we go, guys. Everything started here. Let's go ahead and straighten out the wheel a little bit here. Really, really cool as everything's starting here. All this electronics here for the Suburban. So it's a very, really cool interior. Let's see if we can hear that 5.3 liter V8. It's pretty quiet, but you can definitely hear a little bit of it. There we go, guys. So that's a nice, 5.3 liter V8. That sounds pretty, really nice. So I love the V8 sound. Let's go ahead, guys, and close the door so I have a little more quietness here in this Suburban. Okay, so let's start here on the driver's side here of things. So of course, the leather steering wheel feels really nice in your fingertips. Not as thick as I would maybe like it to, but it feels nice though. Of course, we got all controls for your cruise control and all the stereo controls here in the back as well, and to change stations and to control this center 12.3-inch screen that we have here for the driver. Of course, we got analog, we got digital speedometer, digital tachometer, and all digital gauges all around. Of course, a little center screen here for all your information, which you can scroll through here. As you can see, we got a digital speedometer, next one here as well here. We got all kinds of displays layout. You can do all kinds of things that you can definitely just play with here and information that thing gives you. Now, of course, you guys here all the rest, because we mentioned we got all controls here for all the external lights and sensors. Of course, we got also driving modes as well. Little button here is on the kind of left, which is really cool. Because we are sitting on sport mode right now. You can go to snow and ice, and you can go to haul or tow. Now we can go all the way back here to just normal mode. We're gonna leave it in sport, guys, because obviously that's the type of channel we are, sport mode as well. So everything here as well laid out at your fingertips, guys. Here, of course, we got your 10-speed automatic transmission here, which is kind of little buttons to push here. Kind of interesting the way that is. So of course, if we just wait on reverse, you gotta get this kind of just pull back, and as you can see we got the reverse camera turning on. Now, if we don't have trajectory lens for that reverse camera, and the graphics are pretty good. Actually, I really like the graphics, are nice and crisp. And of course, you get trajectory lens, and you can also put that, take off and just shut off all that if you're towing as well, and put that everything back on. So the camera has a really nice option. Now, this one does not option up with a 360-degree camera. You can definitely do that. Obviously, this one does not have it. You can option off on a higher trim, or you can just do as an option or a higher package. So, but let's go ahead, guys, and put this in neutral. As you can see, you can press it, or you can just kind of put it against you here to drive. It's an interesting system, kind of similar to what I would say Lincoln does in terms of kind of buttons to push it on. So it's not bad at all. Sometimes, you have the little lever which people prefer, but that's basically more of a personal option. Now, of course, guys, coming here, we got a 10.2-inch screen here. That's part of the Chevrolet's Infotainment 3 system. Obviously, this is really nice. I mean, this is the kind of first time I see, the Google button here, the control you can do. As you can see, you can press that and it says Google do something for me, or you can press the Google button for the maps. This has got a navigation system which uses Google Maps. As you can see, very intuitive, very easy to the touch, and it's really basically the same graphics are that are on the computer or anything. That's really cool that way that is. Now, of course, I guess we got no phone paired here. We can do it basically tow, and we have basically here in tone for your radio system. Now, this Suburban has a 9-speaker Bose system that's standard on this model, and it sounds really nice too as well. Got really nice deep bass, and it's really crisp and clean. Really impressive with this system. That's more of a bass system as well, and I'm sure you can get it. The higher the model you go, the better the system. You can get even above this 9-speaker Bose system. So really cool. Of course, we go home, the button home here. Now, this one here is a little bit slow. Obviously, there we go. So we got audio, all types of controls you can do. You got phone cameras. You can see we got the camera here as well. Google Assistant, Play Store, and of course we got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You can do. We got trailer lights, climate, all things, all the settings you can change here around. More of a simple system, but it's very intuitive, very nice to the touch, very quick as you can see, and kind of really like it. Really nice system to play with here. So, of course, we got AC outlets. We got a bit of a more leather here, which feels really nice when you have your fingers resting here. We got a little cubicle here you can open and close here, as you can see. Now this one here we go. Hazards here. Of course, as we got here, all a little more buttons here for your physical buttons for the radio, which is really nice. All the track numbers and the home button, all that kind of stuff. Down here we got, of course, we got your dual climate AC system here, which is really nice. We do have also front seat heaters as well. You can do 2-stage heating for the back or just the bottom of the seat. We have, of course, a 12-volt connection here. We got USB outlets, and we do have a wireless phone charging system here as well, which is awesome. That Chevrolet includes that as well. We have here cup holders, and if we lift this up, guys, here we have a ton of storage space, a little tray here for that. We do have a couple of more USB connections there, and lots of storage space here, as you can see. Really nice. And of course, you can go ahead and take out my phone here. We can just put the phone here, and that barely fits there. So Note 9, guys, so that definitely just barely fits, but we can go ahead and put this here on the bottom and get that phone to charge. So that's really cool the way that is. So obviously, guys, lots of room here. Of course, we got all coming up here. We got basically your mirrors here. We got, as mentioned, all the stuff here from the top. You can option off a panoramic sunroof, as I mentioned before, and the visibility is really nice. We got a lot. The windows are pretty good size, lots of visibility here. This one seems a little shorter. For example, say the Ford Expedition, the seat, the windshield is not as long, I would say, probably, but it still has good visibility overall, and all the instrumentation is really good and well placed. Now, coming out here, guys, we do have your glove box here, which has got a really nice size, and all this feels nice. The material feels really cool. We got a bit of a kind of a leather, mixed some imitation leather, which feels really good to the touch. So, but there we go, guys. This is basically that is your LT trim for the Suburban, which is really nice. It's well equipped. We got seat heaters. Obviously, you don't have seat coolers or sunroof or more upscale leather or more things like that, but I think you got pretty much everything you would need in an SUV. I don't think you can ask more than this. And of course, you go to the higher trim, the high country, which more leather, which more trims. So of course, you got much more technology, but this is still a pretty good package overall from Chevrolet on this LT Suburban. All right, now that we have our seatbelt on, let's go out for a test drive. Now, of course, guys, just want to mention, guys, I find a little more space here for storage here on the sides, and this actually also the one on the inside as well. And I love that little aluminum trim that Chevrolet did on this side here. It's really cool. All the special trim looks really nice. Gives a little more pop to the interior. So let's go ahead, guys, and put our 10-speed automatic transmission on drive. Let's go ahead and put that on drive here, guys. Brake is off, and let's go out and see how this girl goes. All right, guys, so let's go and get out. I just said I put up a little bit, guys. Let's go ahead and give ourselves. So you turn here and see how the turning radius is on this Chevrolet Suburban. Now, of course, guys, this is no lightweight SUV. Obviously, it's 5,500 pounds of Chevy Suburban. Of course, that depends on what model you get and what options. But I still, right now that I've gone into it, it's very quiet. It seems very refined, and the engine's very, very quiet in terms of, the V8 rumble. You can definitely hear it, but I don't think there's anything being transferred to the speakers or anything like that. But very pleasant feeling, very smooth, very quiet. The vehicle does seem very refined, to be honest. The brakes have a very nice feel to them. As you see, guys, all the instrumentation, if the camera will capture, looks really nice, very well. The dimmers is really out your fingertips here, so really like the way this is all laid out. Big mirrors, as you can see, guys. They got plenty of the mirror size. Has a really nice size, to be honest. So let's go, guys. And we are on sport mode, guys, as I mentioned before. So giving it a little bit of juice. There's not obviously this. I'm not expecting this at all to have any type of performance. It's not that vehicle, so. Obviously, yeah, you can definitely feel the weight of this thing. Big vehicle, but it does go very well. Very smooth transmission, and the engine feels very smooth as well. Very smooth ride as well. The suspension is well sorted, I can tell. It's a little bit bouncy. I mean, as you can tell, it's got a little bit of a floaty feel to it, but nothing bad overall. Nobody here. Let me go in just a little bit of braking. The brakes are not bad. It's got pretty decent feeling brakes. It's not as good as the Ford Expedition, if I remember casually, but let's go ahead, guys, and give a little bit of it doesn't move bad. This 5.2 liter V8 is working a little hard, but obviously to move this 5,500 pound big SUV, but it's got plenty of power. Obviously, this is me alone in an empty vehicle, so if you're gonna load up this thing up with 3 or 4 kids and or a lot of stuff in it, yeah, this is not gonna be the quickest engine. You might want to go to the 6.2 liter V8, or even go to the you want some efficiency with more pulling power, more torque. I will definitely do the inline 6 turbo diesel engine with about 460 pound-feet of torque. So kind of that's the same as a 6.2 liter V8 in terms of torque, but obviously that's going to come much lower on the RPM range, and that's definitely the diesel engine is going to be much more fuel efficient. But overall, very nice interior to this SUV. This is Suburban, this LT model. This LT trim has got plenty of amenities. We got navigation, heated seats, leather. Obviously, you can do it with a little more options, but I think this is plenty of SUV and what Ford, I mean, it's going to be what Chevrolet gives you for the price. Now, for about 63, as I mentioned, guys, this thing started about 62. This one's about 63. And I believe Bartow Ford, where this is being used, that they're asking just under $65,000. So it's not bad. A pretty good deal for this, basically about the MSRP. It does have a little bit of miles on it, but still, I'd consider this still pretty much a brand new vehicle. It's not bad at all in terms of the usage. It's all clean, and all that stuff. So in terms of ride, it's really very smooth ride. This felt a tiny bit, sometimes a little bit bouncy and a little bit kind of a little bit floaty, but very controlled. That's still not bad at all. I mean, I think the Expedition has a little bit of better ride than this Suburban, but kind of almost the same. But this one, yeah, still a very, very smooth vehicle. The transmission and engine are super smooth, and the V8 has, I believe, in my personal thing, plenty of power for every day. Let's check out the stereo a little bit. Oh, the bass is very clean in this thing. Very, very nice stereo system. So, guys, you can see here we are. Of course, we had Hurricane Ian come through. As you can see, some of the flooding that's just kind of receding. Lots of trees down. Still a lot of things went down through this area. This area got a little bit heavier winds than where I live. A little bit, about 34 miles north of here. So, yeah, there's still to see the flooding here, kind of going down. So yeah, wasn't easy for us, guys. A lot of rain with Hurricane Ian, a lot of flooding, and of course our hearts go to all those people out in Fort Myers area, which got the worst of this thing. So, but all right, guys, let me know what you guys think of this Suburban. A lot of people drive this car now. Obviously, we got a lot of different merchants. Not only the Chevrolet Suburban, of course, but we got the GMC Yukon, as it's also kind of sister vehicle and of the brother vehicle, and also the Cadillac Escalade. Now, of course, the Escalades are used for more, unique transportation or elegant transportation in a big SUV. it's a lot of, what we call elegant techs kind of use that thing, upscale services. Of course, this is a Chevrolet Suburban. This platform is certainly used a lot in terms of, high profile taxis, or, transporting a lot of the governmental people, all kinds of things as well. So, it's a very popular vehicle, and I can't believe it's been since 1935 that Suburban's been with us. Wow, that's crazy. So, but excellent vehicle. I mean, this is one of, Chevrolet's, top models, top selling cars. I'm sure they make quite a good money on these things. So they're refining it. I mean, they've come a long way in terms of what these things have been doing, and of course we got a patrol up ahead, so I'm not going to step on or anything like that, but plenty of power for this SUV. I mean, it's very refined. They're really nice what Chevrolet has done. In terms of the road noise, very minimal wind noise. You do hear the V8. We're doing 55 right now, which is pretty decent speed, and I can't go any faster because I'm going to catch up to our police friend up here. So, but in terms of all the instrumentation, everything's very well, you can see instrumentation well, even though it's kind of a cloudy day today. Everything's here at your fingertips. The controls for the radio, for the AC, and even the touchscreen's very easily reachable. So, but let me know, guys, what you think. If you guys are liking this type of content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, see what you think, guys. If anybody's had one of these Suburbans for a while, let me know how's it been. Obviously, this is if you have a 12th generation, let me know, or any lower generation. I'm sure a lot of people have definitely made this their family vehicle, and it's just a great vehicle, to be honest. In terms of, for example, the ones I've driven, I've not driven the Nissan Armada or something like that. I've driven the Expedition quite a bit of times. I find the Expedition a little more roomy in terms of the interior, the way it's laid out, and a tiny bit easier to drive. That's my just a personal opinion, and of course, but it's still a great vehicle. I think Chevrolet did a great one here. Now, of course, I wanted to drive of all the versions that this chassis has, but of course you got the Yukon and all that shorter version, long versions. I do want to drive the Escalade V, which is, I did a video on it. I saw that car when I went to the 12 hours of Sebring. Chevrolet had it, or Cadillac had it on display, and that just looks like an awesome SUV. I can imagine driving something like this big, this length of size with 687 horsepower that they have, something like that, which is kind of crazy. So I can just imagine something like this big, this heavy, having sports capabilities. Is kind of, I gotta get behind the wheel of one of those sooner or later, guys, to bring you on the channel. So, but excellent technology, excellent driving abilities, very smooth, very nice vehicle. Kind of what you expect from a Chevrolet Suburban for sure. Now, this one doesn't have like when the auto hold, which is basically when you come to a stop on a light like this, you can let go of the brake. This one you don't have that option here, so which I think is better for me than the shutting off the motor. And to me, that really doesn't make sense to me, shutting on and off the motor. But that's something that manufacturers are still including in this SUVs. All right, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of go here and check out the power of this engine. Yeah, it does have some good, decent pulling power. Obviously, it's pulling on quite a bit of heavy weight, and with only 350 horsepower, you can only do so much. So, yeah, definitely the 6.2 liter will be better, or but still not a bad engine for every day. I think it's plenty of power, and especially if you want one of these type of vehicles. But if you want one of these type of vehicles for every day, and don't carry a lot of things or a lot of heavy stuff, this is a pretty good vehicle overall. So, all right, guys, turning this thing. Yeah, this thing is heavy. Not it doesn't hold bad, but obviously it's a big heavy vehicle and not meant for any type of performer driving at all, or any type of sporty carving, anything like that. So, but fantastic vehicle if you want to take it to the mountains with your family, on a family trip, cross country, going up to the North Carolinas, anything. That's excellent. Obviously, this one only being rear-wheel drive. I forgot to mention, guys, this is only being rear-wheel drive. Kind of usually you see most of these vehicles in all-wheel drive, but for Florida, you don't need all-wheel drive, and I'm sure this gets just basically that 1 mile per hour, 1 mile per gallon more, being just rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. So could be a little bit more efficient, but this is the way sometimes people order cars here in Central Florida or in the Florida area. They don't need to go up north. Just rear-wheel drive is perfect for every day. So, but all right, guys, let me know what you guys think of this Chevrolet Suburbans. I really like it. I mean, it's a good vehicle. Lots of people have these things. Lots of history of this vehicle in terms of Chevrolet's the longest running history car in the lineup. So let's go ahead, guys, and put this thing back in reverse and use the trajectory lines. You can see Plenty of really nice. I really like the graphics are very crystal clear, really nice. Not bad at all. And of course, you got track cleaners there as well. So, putting this thing back into park, guys. This is I'm not crazy about this, but it's not. It kind of you get used to it. It works. I prefer the the little lever here as traditional things are. But of course, you gotta basically just keep up with technology as well. So, all right, guys. So in conclusion, very nice SUV, plenty of room, lots of room. V6 got. The V8 has plenty of power for every day. I'm sure it's going to struggle a little bit with more of a full loaded vehicle, but not bad at all. Looks good. It's got really good looks. And this LT trim is pretty nice for about $65,000. It's quite a bit of SUV, and especially that this one has been pretty much new. It's only got about 7,800. That's 7,828 miles this model has. So if you guys looking for something like this, or this one is still available here. We're in November 6th, if I'm correct, or 7th here, and it's still available at Bartow Ford's pre-used car lot. So here, guys. So thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys have a fantastic afternoon. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Help out the channel, subscribe, support the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.